In January 21, our new Dolce and Gabana kettle for Smeg joined our small appliances at $499.95, quite possibly the most expensive kettle in the world. Yet around a month later, I was emailing the retailer with a problem. They replied, "Hi, lovely place, thank you for getting in contact with us. Sorry to hear you're having trouble with your Smeg kettle." Hi guys, and welcome to a review of what is quite probably the world's most expensive kettle, and what a rip-off it is. During lockdown, I thought that I would take the executive decision and replace our old kettle, which had broken, with something that I really wanted to love and that I would be using every single day and that I would get pleasure from. It came with a 2-year guarantee. It's over £500, and as you can see, cracked paint, dodgy top, terrible steam, dangerous. Sent it back and they still haven't sent me a replacement. Thanks for nothing, Smeg. We need to contact Smeg to find out if we can get you a replacement, as we are currently out of stock with no due date. The weeks turned into months until finally, March of this year, I got this email from DHL. Order received. We've received the details of your Smeg and are waiting to receive the parcel. As soon as we have it, we'll get it on its way to you. Okay, I'm doing this with the sound up. At last, I'm going to open what I'm hoping will be the kettle. Oh, please, 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 please let it be the Dolce and Gabana one, because if it's not, I'm going to get so cross. And you do not like to see me when I'm cross. Why are you in here? Why are you in here, dogs? Now go away. The dogs, no, it's a kettle. It's not for dogs. Go away. Go away. Look. Go on, go away. Right. Definitely says it's Smeg. Made in Italy. Oh my goodness, please, please, please. Let it be the right one. Please, oh please, oh please. Oh. Oh, oh, that looks like it might be. Oh, here we go. Wow. Oh. And of course I'm going to have to do a different soundtrack, because first it was the dogs and now it's somebody outside on a tractor. But look, this is the box and it is so pretty, isn't it? It's really pretty. Okay. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is the booklet. This is where you need to go online. I highly recommend it, and register your Smeg small appliance, because as we have said earlier in this video, the warranty only lasts for 2 years. Oh, here we go. This is now paper packaging, no more polystyrene. Got the cover on the plug. Take that off. Ooh. Oh. It's in there, guys. Ooh. Now, what I noticed with the last kettle that arrived, which I will explain, is you really do have to watch these little rubber feet, because these little rubber feet tend to come out and then you've got a wobbly kettle. Now you've got not a very long flex, right? But it's a circular one, so you can have the flex come out any side of the feet or wrap around. So I think it'll probably come out like that. And it's very shiny. And obviously the sound has to stop again because the sun has decided to come into the kitchen.
I'm all ready to go.
Oh, he's ready to go. So typically I'm going to have to race through this.
You're the one that chose to have a kid, not my problem.
Here we go. There it is. There it is, folks. Now, what's beautiful about it? You can see what's beautiful about it. It's so shiny. It's beautiful. It's so shiny and colourful. Now, I'm noticing there, initially, there's a bit of a sharp area just on that bit and that side there. But you can see that the paintwork so far is currently blemish free. Love this little handle with the knob on. So cute. Now, going back to our previous videos where you've seen the footage, that should open smoothly every time, which it does, but with repeated use that's going to fail. So maybe pouring the water through the top of there will keep it lasting longer. The steam will rise out and it's going to come out through there, and it's going to eventually damage this part and all around the seal, because kettles get incredibly hot. If you drink copious amounts of tea and coffee, the Smeg Kettle is probably not for you. But if you like beautiful looking things and you maybe only boil a kettle once a week, then this is great. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Notice the lighting here is still a bit rushed. And then inside, oh, you have a hard water filter. So I think, there we go. And I'm gonna put it on. This is just, so the kettle does rotate on its stand. Push the button down, plug it in, and press the on button. And when you press the on button, you see it lights up. See the little light? Oh. Oh. Why has it slowed down? What I'm going to say is definitely keep this box and the box it came with, because if you have any issues, they want to take it back with the box. So if you can store it anywhere safely, please do. When you return it, they'll want you to return it in the box. Oh, the steam coming out the top of the kettle. Can you see it? Oh. Yes, I am excited. Okay, I'm excited about it. Finally, after all these months, the kettle is back with the toaster. There we go. It's wobbling a bit. Thank you, Smeg and Dolce and Gabana. Hello friends, good morning and welcome to the Dolce and Gabana Smeg Kettle review. As you can see, it's had a little bit of wear and tear. We live in a hard water area. So this is how your designer product will look after. So look, we've got hard water deposits all the way around the side rim. This is before giving it a good clean and service. We'll see how it looks afterwards. The pop-up button is a little bit stiff inside. I've literally just boiled myself a cup of tea, but I'm going to boil another one so that you can still see it in action. Now, what I have to say about this is this kettle gets some stick. Oh, that's me. Hi! It gets boiled on working days at least twice a day, at the very minimum twice a day. So that's over 700 times a year. But when we're working from home, this kettle could be on the go 15, 16 times. Press the button, the light comes on. What you will notice as well, actually, is this is how much it's been worn. You can see the scratches around the rim. So there we go. So we're clicking it on. It's got enough water in it for 1 cup of tea. Grab a mug. Grab a tea bag. Oops. Quite a loud boil, I think you'd agree. The other thing about the Smeg design is that it's quite a heavy kettle, even when empty. So you have to get used to the fact that this is not a lightweight beast. So if you've got gripping and strength problems in your arms, that's something you might want to take into consideration. They do this kettle in 2 different colourways. I like the brightly coloured one, but they also do a blue and white pattern. Now, what I'm thinking is that it probably used to be this colour, and now with excessive use it's mellowed to a cream. Did I mention that this is classed as probably the most expensive electric kettle in the world? But what I will say is that when I bought this one X amount of years ago, they've held their price, and they're still the same price now as they were then. There we go, the kettle has boiled. I'm going to pour it, and then as I maybe try and get my tripod and show you how we look. Here we go. You can see that the condensation has come out the back of the kettle. It does tend to affect the hand. That can be very hot, and obviously it's affecting the pattern around the edge, and that's why this build-up is occurring. Right, well, I seem to be able to clean the muck from in the top here by using a damp dishcloth and then the point of a sharp knife to press it into the cracks, and that seems to be clearing that. Well, going around the top with that sharp knife seems to have brought it reasonably back up to cleaning. Still got quite a nice shine on the plastic chrome. Now we'll address the bits around the edge. I think I'm going to tackle these with a loofah. I think it would be too harsh to go at it with wire wool. So I'm going to start with a loofah and see what happens. I've given it a half-hearted little scrub with the loofah. It's taken off a bit of it, but I don't want to be too abrasive with rubbing and scrubbing at it. So I thought I would use these. Yes, they're toilet refresher bombs, but the ingredients is bicarb of soda, citric acid and lemon oil. So I'm going to try fizzing one of those up in a glass, and let's see if that kind of combination works. There we go. fizzing away. I've removed the descaler, well, the bits, so you can see that there's a lot of scale on here, and I'm going to try and crack that off and give that a good clean. Obviously I can't do that while I'm holding my phone at the same time, so watch this space. Hope I don't smash it to smithereens. So I had a quick Google, and yes, malt vinegar does remove lime scale. So you'll notice that I managed to crack a lot of the lime scale off this, but it just broke off, and it revealed that it's a metal filter. So I'm leaving that to soak in malt vinegar. And then there was lime scale all on the inside of this, so I've stuffed a piece of paper towel in the top to hold the vinegar against the inside of the kettle. I'm wondering if I should put a bit of vinegar in there and see if it does any good. £96.18. That is import tax on top of anything you buy from abroad on the internet when you don't realise the shop is abroad. So you get lambasted for that. But while parts of my old kettle are soaking in malt vinegar to remove their lime scale, I thought we would do an unboxing of what the new kettle looks like and then compare them. Now I'll do another disclaimer. I bought this kettle a month ago, and I've been so busy for a whole month that I haven't been able to unwrap it. And the thing about that is, it's about delayed gratification. You go out, you work, you earn the money, then you spend the money, and then you buy the thing, and it takes a month to arrive. Not a month to arrive, it takes you a month to unpack it, and you get all this dopamine rush a whole month later when you've got enough time to enjoy it. Don't rush into unwrapping these things, guys and gals. Look at this, get the knife in. Ooh, ooh. Lovely. And so the dopamine rush begins. This is the same, it looks like the same packaging that my first kettle was delivered in, and I still have the box for the first kettle in my shed. There you go. This is it, taking it out of the cardboard box. Oh, look at that, look at that. Beautiful. You know I am a sucker for packaging. I absolutely am. I cannot help myself. I love a good package. And this is so pretty. So we've just opened the little flap there. Just going to lift the lid on the box. Ooh, let's see. Now what I will say is you really do need to register your small appliance, because if anything happens to it, they'll have to send you a refund or a replacement. Now when I got my first Smeg, I think the small appliance guarantee lasted for 2 years, and they specified it was only on parts, not the actual look of it. I would disagree with that, because you can buy any old Smeg kettle, but if it's the Dolce and Gabana Smeg kettle, the pattern is the whole point, and it's what has turned it from a bog standard normal priced kettle into the most expensive kettle in the whole world. Interesting. I don't remember. Oh no! Oh my God! I bought this from Europe, not knowing that the internet shop was European. Oh no! Oh, do not make the same mistake I've made. Oh God, why does nothing ever turn out right? My old kettle is an English kettle. My new kettle has come with an adapter. Oh, so what? Now I have to go abroad and buy a second home abroad in Europe so that I can take my kettle to Europe, my most expensive kettle. OMG. Don't, when you're going to buy a Smeg kettle in England, for goodness sake, buy it from an English retailer. OMG. What other surprises are there going to be? Oh no. So here we have, we've just lifted out. Oh, it's so shiny. It's so shiny. And it has a barcode on it, which is new, but that is really shiny. And then inside, OMG. Now we're going to do a compare and contrast between this brand new kettle, which, as we have just discovered, is European. Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. And the old one. Hello, my friend. Just doing the unwrapping, and you know how we discussed that nothing in life ever goes smoothly, and how chuffed I was that I bought this kettle and I thought it was the best price, and then it turned out that I had to pay the import duty because I'd bought it from a shop in Europe overseas. Just started the unwrapping now. Look at that. Would you look at that? Do you feel my pain? Do you feel my pain? Just answer yes or no if you feel my pain. That not only did I try and box clever and get it cheaper by buying from the cheapest retailer that then turned out to be in Europe, that then charged me nearly £100 extra. I've got this to deal with. Yeah, that does not make me happy. It does not fill me with joy. This is a grey flex. This is black. How is that going to look? That looks like somebody didn't think things through, and they would be right. It would be me. I did not think things through. Now, using vinegar to remove the lime scale seems to be going really well. It's taken it all off from up there, so I've just flipped it round and dropping it back in there for that bit. Not so good on the inside of the spout and round the rim. Not so good. I think you can see there that it has not cleaned it as well as I like. Inside I've still got the vinegar there. That may be working a little bit. I'm going to leave it in for a bit longer and see if there's any difference. Here we are with a compare and contrast video. I don't think it's very often that somebody who's been taken for a mug allows themselves to be taken for a mug a second time. Now, I have posted about the Dolce and Gabana Smeg Kettle in the past. I think that was back in 2021. It was a video of a few seconds long that I had to send into the manufacturers because my kettle wouldn't pop up. Not only would it not pop up, but the paint was all peeling off. So I sent the kettle back in 2021 and it took them over a year to send a replacement. And this is this one. And I think I got this finally in 2022, maybe the end of 2022. And they only have a guarantee of 2 years, maybe less. So you would think I would just stick with the one, but no, I've gone and bought a second one. And the reason being is because I really enjoy using it. And this one is getting worn out and before it completely broke, and knowing that it takes ages to send them, I bought a new one. So here we have the compare and contrast. This is what the kettle looks like after 2 years of continuous use. Say 2 years of continuous use in a hard water area. And this is what it looks like when it's brand new. You can see the discoloration here compared to the new one. The beautiful shiny exterior. Now look, on the base of the European one, you have some sort of barcode. And on the base of my old one, you don't. Now what I'm hoping is that I can just put this back in the box and continue using the base of my old one with the proper plug on. But that means I'm only getting half the dopamine hit of buying a brand new kettle, because only half of it, the top bit, is going to be the new bit. I'm really hoping that that will be fine. Seems to fit. The colour really is different though. Really different. Don't worry, this one is not going to landfill. We're going to use that elsewhere. This one, ooh, delightful. This is the old kettle with its little, let's see, that's quite slow. Oh, same speed. This is the old kettle. There you go. Look at that, it's rubbing off. Slowly but surely, all the lime scale is rubbing off that. That's the old one. This is the shiny new one. So I bring the new kettle back into the kitchen, and the plan was to put the new kettle on the old base, ready for the UK. Slightly worried that it might blow up, but I bring it in and my husband comes in and says he wants to make a cup of tea, but refuses to use the water boiled in the new kettle. I don't want that water, I get the old kettle. So I go and get the old kettle, which, as you know, was full of vinegar. So he doesn't want a cup of tea out of the old kettle either, because that was full of vinegar. It's now full of hot, fresh, boiling water. And so now he has a cup of tea made from an old kettle that was full of vinegar instead of a new kettle. And there's the dilemma. I thought the whole point of these unboxing videos was to share with you what it's like, and this is the last boil from the old kettle after I filled it full of vinegar and gave it a boil through. And now we're going to have the first boil from the new kettle. So we're taking that off. Oops. Taking that off. This is the absolute first boil from the new kettle. Oh God, what's happened? So here we are with the European base plugged in at the European socket. And now I'm going to put the old kettle on the new European base and see what happens. Interesting. I wonder if the Smeg Kettle, I wonder if any Smeg Kettle would work on any Smeg Kettle base. So there you have it. Both kettles work on the European base. It could be for that QR code, it might not be. But anyway, thanks for staying and watching till the end. Really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe, and bye for now.